Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma rabbi zidni ilma. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ameen. A-level mathematics. Today we will start the AS level pure mathematics course P1. Its code is 9709/12. Before starting this course, I just want to discuss few important things and I just want to give you few important advices. So let us discuss who is genius. The one who gets both the knowledges and does rightful actions according to each. According to this equation, worldly knowledge plus religious knowledge plus rightful actions according to each is equal to genius. So that person is a genius. So the advice is have good balance in life. You should work for both the life. You should work for both the life of this world and the life of hereafter, the akhirah. Now let us start the first chapter of P1, which is series. At O level, you learn that a number sequence is a list of numbers and that the numbers in the sequence are called the terms of the sequence. For example, in this sequence, these are the terms of the sequence. This is the sequence of odd numbers. Now let us start with arithmetic progressions. Arithmetic progressions means a sequence which has a common ratio. This is important. A sequence which has a common ratio or constant amount, which is denoted by D, is known as a AP. A linear sequence such as 5, 8, 11, 14, this sequence is also called an AP because each term differs from the term by a constant. For example, if you take the difference of these two, you will get 3. 11 minus 8 makes 3 and so on. This constant is called the common difference. The common difference is also allowed to be 0 or negative. For example, in sequence number 1, this sequence, the common difference is -4. How to get the common difference? This is very simple. You can just take the difference of any two consecutive terms, like 6 minus 10 or 2 minus 6 or -2 minus 2. So I took 6 minus 10 thing. I took the difference of first two consecutive terms here, so I got -4. Since all the terms are same, therefore the difference must be 0. Again, you can take the difference of any two consecutive terms, like 5 minus 5, the difference of second and third, the difference of second and first, and so on. Where D is the difference of any two consecutive terms. This is very important. So you can find D if you have any two consecutive terms. Let's suppose you have T1 and T2, you can just take the difference, T2 minus T1. Following minus previous. This is the way to get the value of D. If you have 10 and 9 term, you can just write T10 minus T9, it will give you D. What if we have 3 consecutive terms? This is very important, we must have consecutive terms. For 3 consecutive terms, for example T1, T2 and T3, use this formula. This is one of the most important formula, which is only used when we have 3 consecutive terms. The even and odd number sequences are both APs. For example, this is the sequence of even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8. The difference is 2. You can use this or this or this for the difference. This is the sequence of odd numbers. So if you check the difference of any two consecutive, you will get the same answer too. So the even and odd numbers sequences are both APs. The next very important sequence of AP is the multiples. The multiples of any number sequence is an AP. For example, the multiples of 5. So see, these are multiples of 5. So if you take the difference of any two consecutive, you will get 5. So this is an AP. The notations used for an AP, for APs are, in fact, A is used for the first term, D, small d is used for the common difference or constant amount, small l is used for the last term, Sn is used for sum of all terms or n terms, Tn is used for the nth term or any specific term, for example the 15th term or 10th term, small n is used for the number of terms. The structure of an AP, this is very important. The first 5 terms of an AP are A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and A plus 4D. So these are the first 5 terms of an AP. If you observe the coefficient D with respect to the term, you will see the coefficient is 1 less in number. So for T5 the coefficient is 4, for T4 there is 3, for T3 the number is 1 less here. So if T5 is A plus 4D, therefore you can write the formula for Tn. It should be A plus n minus 1D, because this number should be 1 less with respect to this number. Therefore we can write the n term of an AP as Tn A plus n minus 1D. This is the way to write the formula. Now let us discuss the sum of an AP. When the terms in a sequence are added together, we call the resulting sum a series. This is very important. When you add the numbers of any sequence, you will get a series, and this is basically known as an arithmetic series. Formula. So the n term formula is A plus n minus 1D. If you replace Tn by L in this formula, you'll get the formula for L. Basically these two formulas are same. We use this formula when the last term of the sequence is given. This is the formula for n terms, sum of n terms, and this is the alternate formula for sum of n terms. So you choose the formula according to the given situation. Here are some important things regarding the AP, some important rules you can say. For example, if you want to find Tn with respect to Sn, you just need to write Sn minus 1. You can understand this with respect to this example. If you are working for T4, so you should subtract S4 and S3. This number should be same and this number should be 1 less. So what if you have 3 consecutive terms? So for that you can use this formula. This formula is only applicable when you have 3 consecutive terms. Note, if a circle is divided into n sectors in a way that angles are in AP, you all know the sum of the angles of any circle is 360 degrees. So Sn must be 360 degrees. In radians it should be 2 pi. In an AP, the second example, in an AP, the sum of the first 10 terms, if the sum of the first 10 terms is 400, this means S10. This means sum of first terms in AP. And the sum of the next 15, this is very important, is 1000. Sum of the next 15 means 10 plus 15 makes 25. Therefore you have S25. You need to write the sum of first 10 here and the sum of the next 15 here. In that way you will get the sum of first 25. So we have covered some important concepts regarding the AP, and we will solve the questions in next lectures, and we will discuss GP in the next lecture first, and then we will solve the questions. So good luck and Allah Hafiz.